Welcome back to the another session. In this session I am going to explain you the data binding with the objects, form objects, right? So far we have learned how to create the form, how to write the JavaScript, how to write the events by using the action builder and JavaScript, and how to create the fragments. Now I am going to explain you binding. This is a very important concept in designing. See, once the form is developed, so we need to populate the data in the respective forms or respective objects, right? For that purpose we need to bind the appropriate value with the form objects. Okay, so let's see how to bind the values with the different mechanisms. So how many ways we can bind the values with form objects, what are the difference between among those, we'll see in this session. Okay, so first, for that we need to go to the data view. So in the data view, right click, you can get the new data connection. See, there are 5 different ways we can connect the bind, like XML schema, sample XML data, data model, WSDL file, OLDB database. By using these things we can bind the values or bind the objects in the form. Okay, in this sessions I am going to explain you XML binding. In the next sessions I will explain you the WSDL binding. Okay, for that first I am writing the one sample XML file. So let's say it's a employees. I am just creating one sample XML, basic simple XML, first name, last name and mobile number. Okay, last name and phone. I need to place the phone, right? So wait. Is visible so that I can place phone number in the form. Okay, just caption as a phone or mobile. Okay, in the XML also I am giving phone. This is simple XML. So after creating this XML I am just trying to bind this XML with the form, so that while running time it will pick this XML and display these values in the form. Wherever the first name, it will display the first name, last name and phone number, it will display the same. I'm just giving the first name as a Trump and last name is D and phone number 123456789. Okay, I am going to save this file. I will give sample.xml something I give. Okay, all files, just giving simple data. Okay, sample data XML. Okay, and just here the separate XML. First name is there. What is the first name? See here, this name should be matched with the XML tag. So what is there in XML tag? F name. F is small, right? Okay, F name. And what about second one? L name, net. L name. Oh, M name. Okay, we'll change to M name, middle name. M name. Phone number only. Oh, phone. Maybe there's a phone. Phone. Right. So this XML tag should be matched with this name, and it's a case sensitive, so it's very careful, very cautious while giving the field names. Okay, next binding also you have to give username as a phone. There is use global data also there, that I will explain in the next session or in the later session. Now I'm going to the form properties. Properties and preview. Here you have to give the data file. Browse and give the sample data.xml file we created, right, something just before. So that file I'm going to give. Okay, click OK. Now if you see the preview, oops, if you will generate the okay. Let's see. Okay, got it. So I will tell you what was the issue. Again, I'm just showing the preview. See, first name is dump, last value T, and phone number also showing is 120, right? What was the issue is like in XML, see, end tag will be name is different, case sensitive. I told you, right, case sensitive, so that is why it's showing error message and it's failing. See, XML error mismatch with the tag is showing clearly the error. So I'm just changing small f and save preview. It will come first name and last name and phone numbers. Okay, so like this we can create the binding. In the binding you see two types of bindings, right? One is username binding and global binding. Global binding means suppose one field, suppose like example first name, it will use in multiple places, then you can use for the use global data. So wherever that f name is there, then same value will be displayed. So in that case we can go with the global data. If multiple occurrence of the same field is there, then you can go with global data. Otherwise you can go with the username. So that is the main difference between those two. So I will just show you how to create the schema binding. So just try yourself. Okay, create one sample XSLT, sorry, XML schema XSD. so you have to load here. Okay, after that just click on finish. Then all the schema hierarchy will be displayed in your data view. So you just drag and drop the, or you can give the mapping. Just give the mapping hierarchy, like suppose A, B, C. A is the parent, B is the child, and C is the subchild. You can give the hierarchy, then it will become the values that you can train your assignment kind of thing. Okay, so in the next session I'm going to explain you the SOAP or WSDL web service invoking, how to configure, how to call. Okay, hope you can understand this XML data binding concept. Thank you for watching this video.